All right, guys. So, we have a state of play. I honestly don't know how reasonably excited I'm supposed to be about this. I've actually not seen any rumors of any like potential things that could be shown off at this thing. And state of plays are usually not all that exciting from my experience. Like I remember early on, I think they showed like The Last of Us Part 2 at one of the very original state of plays. I think like a year or so ago, I think they showed off like God of War Ragnarok, but like a state of play has never been like a PlayStation showcase. You know, those are the ones where Sony brings their A game. However, Sony is in an awful position right now. Like, well, technically, well, it depends. So, like, obviously, PlayStations are selling fine. They're selling great, actually. Like, they're winning the console war, so to speak. But Concord was a disastrous failure, and Astrobot isn't exactly setting the world on fire in terms of sales. At least I don't think it is, right? Like I actually don't know how many sales it's come out, but like I feel like if it was selling like millions and millions of units, we would know. You know what I mean? So like as far as their first party games are concerned, they're not in a great place. So I feel like we might get something here. Like we might get the Venom game reveal. I think we might get Wolverine footage. We might get like that Horizon multiplayer game. I think we might see Ghost of Tsushima 2. To be clear, I don't think we're going to get all of those things, but I think we're going to get at least one first party exciting reveal so that they can like excite people again. Or maybe it'll just be The Last of Us remastered again. We did it again. we remaked it one more time, or like that Horizon Zero Dawn remake that I don't understand why they're doing it. But either way, let's play and find out. Why don't we? PlayStation Studios. Oh, look, it's Astrobot. It's a little Astrobot guy. That's cute. I don't know if we're going to get like Astrobot DLC or something like that. Oh, are we getting like Helldivers and Astrobot? By the way, I haven't played Astrobot, so I actually don't know all the cameos. Oh, okay, interesting. So is this like just new content? I know the game is supposed to be amazing. I also this might make you not want to watch my reaction. I actually don't own a PS5. I have to borrow my brother-in-law's PS5 whenever there's a game I want to play. But even still, like, obviously I talk about like comic book movies and stuff on this channel, so like I'm gonna watch this either way in case there's like a Spider-Man or like a Venom game reveal or Wolverine popping up at this thing. So
hi everyone, I'm Nicolas Doucet, the studio head at Team Asobi. We couldn't be happier with the reception to Astrobot and to see how much joy Astro is bringing to homes
I thought
all around the world.
that the Team Asobi was like
Asobi,
Japanese.
Thank you so much. Now we still have a few surprises up our sleeves. Today's trailer was a sneak peek at a DLC we'll release later this year at no additional cost. We'll have more to share soon. But for now, let's enjoy the state of play.
All right. What do you have for us?
Listen to me, burnt one. If you're intending to walk the midnight walk, you better be sure to keep your spark safe and burning.
Is this a VR game? From the creators of Lost in Random.
I had a dream.
This looks cool.
There was a monster in the woods.
This looks like a, yeah. Oh, it's like a stop motion game? So it's like actually stop motioned? Dude, this looks great, but it's a VR game, which I'm never going to be able to play. This is like unironically one of the first VR games that have made me like upset that I don't own a VR headset because this looks awesome. Oh, play on PS5 or PSVR 2. This looks fantastic. Wow.
Where are you off to?
Dude.
And so it was that the burnt one and a small flame took a wander.
This is like a game that
the midnight walk.
This is a game that I genuinely could not care less if it's like good or not. Like I want to just like experience that. And I want to just like watch the animations. I mean, obviously it should also be fun to play, but it's a game that I would play this in spite of the bad gameplay.
I don't remember when it happened, but I remember how I felt. Father told us to hide when they came to our house. Then they took him away.
I wonder if this is Silent Hill
Mother said I
2
couldn't play
Remastered.
outside anymore. Everyone had fled. She said the country was sick, but we would be okay.
Doggy flag.
Mother always said monsters didn't exist. I thought they lived
She was
under my
stupid and
bed.
wrong.
We were both wrong. They live inside our heads.
Ew. Oh, it's a Souls-like. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't make that assumption. Even though it unironically looks like a Souls-like, okay? It looks cool, though. It looks like a unique Souls-like. It's like sci-fi horror. Unironically looks interesting. HE double hockey stick is here. Us. Never mind. This looks cool. HE double hockey stick is us. Play on PS5. Cool. Inspired by the internationally best-selling novel Metro 2033.
Rewritten by nuclear fire.
Right. There was like a really high-effort
Oh, hey, Serda!
Metro VR game coming out.
Yana, something happened. She's in no state to be wandering out in the metro alone. I need to go after her. Their bodies.
They're like, we
arranged in
want to
some
make
sort
our
of
own Half-Life
ritual.
Alyx.
Please, just let Yana be all right. What is that? I keep hearing other voices.
I gotta
in
say
my
though,
head.
like, I'm not gonna say that VR is gonna end up becoming a thing,
Did you
because
not hear any of that?
I don't know that that's really in the cards, really. At least not yet.
I'm seeing
But I feel like with this game, because we've seen this game before, and Batman Arkham Shadow, I mean, those look like really good VR games. And even the one that we saw, like the first game that they showed off. Cacao Games.
So, how did it feel to learn the truth about the night sky tragedy? Long
Doesn't
ago,
feel good.
You humans slaughtered each other until the whole world lay in ruins.
What is this?
And yet, you have been granted another chance in Auroria.
Ooh.
It must be the will of your beloved mother goddess. However, I still have no trust in your kind.
I can't tell if this is like an RPG or something. Because there are like multiple playable characters. I mean, it looks cool, I think.
Prove yourself. yourself. If you survive this trial,
Archeage Chronicles.
you might become one of us.
One of us. Okay. That looks kind of cool. I guess. Oh, Pal World. They're getting sued by Nintendo right now, aren't they? But I guess, yeah, it's coming to PlayStation. I never did play this game, but obviously it was really big at the beginning of the year. I feel like it's almost good for this game that it's getting sued by Nintendo. Because now it's like in the conversation again, and PlayStation players are gonna be like, oh yeah, and I can play it now myself. Pal World. Out today.
Thanks to Pocket Pair for that new look at Pal World, an incredible open world survival game that's launching today on the PlayStation 5 console. We have a few more games with breaking news today, starting with the return of two beloved RPGs from the original PlayStation.
Your dreams, magical thoughts,
Lunar.
all things are
I've never heard of this before.
unless you dream they're not. In your dreams, love is the plot, carried on wings of hope.
Lunar Remastered Collection brings together Lunar the Silver Star Story Complete
Wow.
and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete with updated visuals, widescreen mode, and more.
Well, you can see the edges of the screen. Did this have like animated cutscenes in it? It's kind of cute.
Lunar Remastered Collection comes to PS5 and PS4
I've literally
in
never heard of
spring
this
2025.
franchise.
Two updates on Teenage
Oh,
Mutant
cool.
Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Cool.
First, the Radical Reptiles DLC, which adds Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa as playable characters. And for no extra cost, a remixed in-game soundtrack featuring some amazing guest composers. Both of these updates arrive later today.
I really like that game. I did think it was a little short though. Like I wasn't too bothered about it because I got it on Game Pass, but like I feel like if I had paid like $40 or whatever for it, I might not have thought it was worth it.
I've taken on another form?
What is this?
And yes, you heard right. Keanu Reeves is joining Sonic X Shadow Generations
What?
as part of the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie pack. This
That's
update
hilarious.
is inspired by scenes from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie and arrives December 12th. The
That's
Sonic
so
the Hedgehog
ridiculous.
3 movie pack is included in the Digital Deluxe Edition, which lets you play the game 3 days ahead of its October 25th release date.
This is like that. This is that game that used to be like an Apple Arcade exclusive or something.
Play. I'm Sakaguchi, producer of Fantasy.
Like I think this guy is like one of the creators of Final Fantasy. And this is like people were like, "Oh my gosh, he made this really cool game." And then they were like, "It's Apple Arcade exclusive," and people were like, "Oh no." I know it's on console and stuff. So if you're racist against mobile games, then you know now you can play it.
PlayStation 5にて
That's nice, isn't
2024
it?
年12月5日発売、どうか皆さんにプレイしていただけたらと、願っています。
Fantasia, Neo Dimension.
We're just over a month away from the release of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Let's check in with BioWare.
People
and
are
Electronic
not
Arts
excited for
an
this, I
extended
don't
look
think.
at a
I've
climactic
never
battle.
played a Dragon Age game, so I have no real stake in the franchise. Like I don't really care if it's like woke or whatever, or if
We've
they
gotten
like
word from the
let you
wardens.
choose your pronouns,
found
or if they
Gilligan?
have like surgery
Not
scars
yet,
or whatever the fuck.
But they found something else worth killing.
That's like
One of
I
her
literally
blighted
could not
dragons.
care less about that stuff. The game is good. The game's good.
Rook,
You know what I mean?
you made it. Good.
Wouldn't miss it. We have unfinished business with that dragon.
We've tracked it to a ruined tower nearby.
That lair is a death trap. We need to lure her out to have any chance. So we challenge her, draw the dragon out into the open, then attack. Just you and me now.
Yeah, like I know people are like, this type of
Everyone,
creature isn't supposed to look like
ready.
that.
Wardens! Ready ballistas!
Like I don't think this type of creature is supposed to look as humanistic as they do in the game. That's a thing that I've seen. I'm just like,
wait for it.
I don't know, man. I have no basis for interest or like or knowledge. It's like to me that like this character doesn't look that. But I can understand if you're like thing different from thing that I played in past. It's different, so I don't like it, and I understand that.
Force her to land! Second detachment! Flank on the walls! Let's go!
It's also interesting. I don't know. Like I'm looking at this gameplay, and I think that Dragon Age games were they turn-based before, or like this feels like a weird like it's obviously it's obviously very like action-based, but it also has like moments like this where I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting. Where it feels like they're trying to like bend the two types of gameplay styles. Or I don't know. I'm also like I don't really play like role-playing games or anything like that, so maybe this is very common. And I'm just like retarded. I did play the Guardians of the Galaxy game, which also kind of felt like that, where you were obviously like playing as Star-Lord. Is like real time, but then you also have to make like decisions with all of your other characters, where you would like use their abilities and stuff, and it felt like a blending of real time combat and turn-based strategy in a weird way. So I don't know. Like as somebody that's not familiar with Dragon Age, I look at this and I'm like, yeah, this looks good. But I know that Dragon Age fans are all like, this doesn't live up to the old games.
First one down!
Vaughn!
No, not Vaughn. He was my favorite character. Ew.
Gillian.
Okay, now she's just coming up with words.
Consume their flesh! Shatter their bones!
Kind of a baddie though, not gonna lie. The things that she could do with those arms, you know what I mean?
Your battle is already lost.
Tentacles? Oh my god. Dragon Age, the Veilgird. Alright.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls.
This is Alan Wake, right?
The FBC's research department set up a facility. The Lake House. If I had
Or could this be
what was waiting for us in there,
Control 2?
I would have just kept on driving.
I never played any of these games, by the way. But I know they're in the same universe. I think this might be Control 2, actually, because I know there was a female protagonist in that one. And it had something to do with, like, a bureau, I think. I wonder if it's going in more of a horror direction. Because I think the first Control was like more of an action-y shooter. Never mind, I'm retarded. Oh, just another expansion.
Give up the firearm!
Oh, is this Hitman? IOI or something. Or is that 101? Hitman in VR. Full dual wheel. Oh my gosh. I feel like this could be fun, right? Is it like the full-on all of the games in VR, or is it just like a specialized VR experience? Oh, that's I mean, that's cool. That is cool. Hitman World of Assassination. Coming this December.
Few know the truth. I stood with Cain and my brethren until I had the honor of surpassing my lord. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony.
Oh, whoa.
The fate of this world was preordained in an instant.
I think this is just like a re-release, right? Of old games. Are they Legacy of Kain, I think? I've never played these, but I've heard of them. Whoa, it's remastered.
I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold.
The future has always been written.
Don't fight it, Raziel.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered arrives December 10th, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the first game's release.
Wow.
You sure we can't just do the same?
Games from the original PlayStation era also inspired Fear the Spotlight from Blumhouse Games.
Yeah,
it brings
we've seen this before.
atmospheric polygonal scares to PS5 and PS4 on October 22nd.
This game looks
Just
cool.
go home, Viv. I'm happy here. So happy.
At last, we've returned to our ancestral land, Agasba.
Build villages and nurture vast ecosystems in Towers of Agasba.
Okay. Not my type of game already. But, you know.
This colorful world includes unique creatures, a peculiar cast of characters, and also allows you to invite other players to visit your
stole
island.
that from Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild invented paragliding.
Towers of Agasba launches into early access this
I mean, to be
November.
fair, that looks like a more ambitious, like, farming
Up
simulator.
next, Epic Games brings a split-screen mode to LEGO Fortnite this October.
Whoa. That's actually pretty cool.
This feature enables friends and family to explore the world and build villages together while playing on the same PS5 or PS4. And in other Fortnite news, the new Fortnite Limited Edition DualSense wireless controller arrives later
Wow.
this year, with
All
pre-orders
of the
starting October 3rd.
prepubescents are gonna buy that, I guess.
Visit PlayStation blog for more details.
Like, we need the fish guy and the banana man.
Next,
On
it's
our
1 versus
controllers.
1,000 in Dynasty Warriors Origins, and Koei Tecmo Games is ready to share the release date. Let's take a look.
I've also never played one of these games.
Guardian of Peace, you have crossed paths with men who may one day bring about order. Until then, you must adapt to the chaos and find a way to survive. So
I just
choose
know
your
that
path
you're like
wisely.
fighting
Go
an
forth
ass
and
ton of
learn what
enemies
it means
at the
to be
same
a
time.
hero.
Like I think these
Claim
games
to
are kind of
strive
supposed
for
to be button
justice,
mashy.
but have no way to achieve it. Tearing down the system without providing an alternative is mere wanton destruction.
Oh no, my sword!
The die has been cast. All that remains is to see this through.
Wow. He did like a front flip, I think, right? I mean, this looks pretty cool. Again, I've never played one, but this feels more like, I don't know, I guess cinematic than from what I understood the other Dynasty Warriors games to be.
I was still hoping,
But I
I
could be wrong.
imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
This is Monster Hunter Wilds? I think, is that the upcoming one?
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to?
The Guild gave special assignments to some of the other units from the expedition, mine included.
This forest is amazing.
My fur isn't built for this kind of weather.
That's causing the water currents to surge too.
This is its territory, and we're intruders.
Are they promoting colonialism, Capcom? I've played one of the Monster Hunter games on the 3DS, and it was a game that it took me like 3 times to get into it, but once I like figured it out, like I definitely put a bunch of hours into it. I never did play any of the like console ones, because I think there was Monster Hunter World and then Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch.
You respect.
So I don't know, I'd like to get into one of these.
Why don't they just put the meat down?
Are the Palicos, do they like fight with you?
Leave this to me! Heels inbound!
Oh, that's awesome, actually. I think in the one that I played on the 3DS, you could have your Palico out on the field, but I don't think I ever like learned that mechanic.
The White Wraith. It's real!
Oh my
Is that what we're after? The White Wraith.
Okay, why do you have to bring its race into
Someone's
it?
in trouble.
It seems we must do a more thorough
Seems unnecessary in my opinion.
What is that thing? An extinct species?
You know what I mean?
You're a hunter. You've got a weapon, and you do nothing?
Pussy.
Give it to me! And
Are these games like more story based now? because the story definitely did not matter in the one on the 3DS I played. Pre-order today, or don't do that, because you should never pre-order games. There's no reason to. Don't fall for the stupid skins or the art book. For all you know, you'll open up the game and there are bugs everywhere.
皆さんこんにちは。
Not the ones that you hunt.
モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーのつごとです。本作の発売日が2025年2月28日世界同日発売に決定いたしました。
本日より順次予約を開始しますので、ぜひご予約いただければと思います。プレイステーションストアでご予約いただいた方限定の特典として、プレイステーション5でご覧いただけるデジタルミニアートブックをご用意します。9月26日の23時からは TGS2024 カプコンオンラインプログラムを放送いたします。それでは引き続きモンスターハンターワイルズの情報にご注目ください。またお会いしましょう。
Look at those chompers!
Lego
Okay,
Horizon.
trail spots aren't cheap, so let's get started. A hunter with a mysterious past and her very heroic friends.
So here's the thing, I really like Horizon.
In the way of an unspeakable evil.
I do feel like the fact that they decided to make a Lego Horizon game is kind of weird.
Nailed it. This is awesome. But wait, there's more. With the digital deluxe edition, you get this exciting blue roller thing. And snazzy costumes, like the Shadow Stalwart outfit.
Like, I would
This,
understand if it was a part of
I don't know
a
what that
PlayStation,
is.
a Lego
That
PlayStation
or
game,
that. Or why they're
and it was like
climbing that
one of
cannon.
the franchises included.
Look how much fun they're having. Come and join
But I
the
feel like
party.
Horizon
Mother's
isn't popular enough to justify its own Lego game.
Got it all in.
Although to be
I forgot
fair,
to mention the pre-order.
Horizon is very much like the Avatar of
Hi
video
everyone,
games.
I'm Kristen Zatani.
Where
we are so excited for everyone to get their hands on Lego
it
Horizon
feels
Adventures
not that
when
popular,
it launches
but
on November
it also
14th.
sells like
And
tens
Aloy
of
has more
millions
good
of
news on the
copies.
horizon.
So I think there are just a lot of people that aren't a part of like gaming discourse that just like the
Aloy's
game.
original adventure, Horizon
Oh, here
Zero
it
Dawn,
is.
is being remastered for PS5
Why?
and PC by Guerrilla and Nixes. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered includes more than 10 hours of re-recorded conversation mocap and
This is
countless
so
graphical improvements
weird.
that bring the game to the same
The
visual
game already
fidelity
looked
as
good.
Horizon Forbidden West.
It's just like one of those things where it's like, okay, sure, but also why? Like, it's just not necessary.
This new version of Horizon Zero
It's
Dawn
like-
will arrive October 31st. And
It's
anyone
just
who
like-
owns the original PS4 version of the game will be able to upgrade to the new PS5 version for $9.99.
It's just such an
Visit PlayStation blog for more details and watch
It's such
the
a
full trailer
marginal
to see all
upgrade,
the
I feel like.
enhancements to Aloy's epic quest.
where I feel like PS4 games look so good.
New content
that
is on the way to the action.
to go through the effort of doing like
a new photo mode lets
a
players set up the
remaster
perfect picture with your choice of poses,
or like a
expressions,
remake.
and filters.
Like it doesn't. I don't think it's justified like the amount of money and
Celeblade's
resources that you
original
put into
soundtrack
it. You know
featuring
what I mean?
over 180 songs from the game is available on select streaming services.
I just feel like
starting
it's
today.
stuff that you should be putting into other projects. Like instead of remaking Horizon Zero Dawn, I feel like they
But
should
that's
remake
not
like
all.
the original Uncharted or something like that. Like that would just be so much more interesting. Oh my god, it's the Nier Automata
Sci-fi
lady.
worlds collide in the Stellar Blade and Nier Automata collaboration, coming to
Whoa.
Stellar Blade later this year.
Whoa. I have not played either of those games, but I think that that's cool, and I think fans
Now let's
are going
talk
to be
about what's
excited.
ahead for PlayStation Plus. First, your monthly games for October are WWE 2K24, Dead Space,
Wow.
and Doki Doki Literature Club Plus.
Wow.
These will be available to
That's
all
actually a pretty
PlayStation
good
Plus members
selection.
starting October 1st.
Like for the value.
Meanwhile, our library of PlayStation classics continues to grow, with 2 more fan favorites from the original PlayStation arriving later this year: Blood Omen: Legacy of Kain and Capcom's Dino Crisis.
Sure.
Naughty Dog fans know September 26th is The Last of Us Day, and we're celebrating by adding the critically acclaimed PS5 hit The Last of Us Part 1 to the PlayStation Plus game catalog this Thursday.
PS5 hit. Yeah, sure. That is so hilarious that they tried to like to make The Last of Us into a PS5 game. Like they couldn't even have like the wherewithal to just say like the beloved Last of Us remaster, right, or Last of Us remake. They just have the hubris to be like, oh yeah, this is a PS5 game. I guess these are just like redesigns or something.
everyone,
I
I'm
feel
Mark.
like it would be cooler if
we recently revealed the newest addition to the PlayStation 5 family, PS5 Pro.
If they lower the prices
alongside
of the
several games
original
showcasing the
PS5s.
superior frame rates and improved graphics that the new console makes possible. With PS5 Pro, developers have access to 3 key improvements.
But no, they're
an
just like,
upgraded
yeah, no, we're just
GPU,
gonna charge you
advanced
$800.
ray tracing,
I
and
think it was $700 for the PS5 Pro.
that combine to bring developers
Instead of,
closer
like,
to realizing their unique vision.
Having the PS5 Pro
We're
be the,
excited
like,
for players
the
to get
default
their hands
one
on
and then
PlayStation 5
lowering
Pro
the
when
price
it
of the
launches
original one.
this November. But in the meantime, here's a look at some of the games that are being enhanced for the new console, including a few titles that we're revealing for the very first time today.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Is this where it's gonna get interesting? The showcase? Maybe, perhaps? Guys, if you squint really hard, you can tell the difference. There's, anytime I see like Hogwarts Legacy, there's just something about like child wizards doing dodge rolls. That's just so funny to me. Okay, these aren't the ones that you're revealing for the first time, so where are they? Where are the ones that we're revealing for the first time? Show them to me. Show it to me. Show me. Is this Ghost of Tsushima's? Is this Ghost of Tushi?
We are beyond the edge of Japan.
Ooh. It is.
People come north to disappear.
Mount Yōtei, 1603.
But you.
I'm not gonna lie, that looked real.
And now, every Ronin here is after you.
They're after you, Ghost. Right, I think he's called the Ghost, right? I never played the original.
Still think you're the hunter?
Insert the Watchmen quote. You're not locked. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Uh-oh. Did they go woke? Are we playing as a woman this time? Are they making us play as a woman? Uh-oh. This is a problem. Like, again, I just feel like the PS4 generation of games look so good that I know this is trying to be like, wow, look how good the PS5 Pro looks. Where it's like, based on my memory of what Ghost of Tsushima looked like, even though I admittedly haven't played it. That's a lie, actually. I played like the first few minutes. On like the PlayStation Plus like streaming service. And this just like, I just remember it looking like this. Even though I know it didn't. Like, if I watched footage side by side, I know it wouldn't look the same. But, like, the PS5 Pro graphics, they don't look good enough that makes me immediately go, oh yeah, this is a drastic improvement over like, you know, our base PS5 especially, but even like PS4 games. Ghost of Yōtei. Okay, interesting. Oh, she has a gun. It's over. I think that probably makes sense, right? That that they would leave Tsushima, because wasn't that just like an island? Okay, so you know, I think that was cute. A decent showing of games for sure. They show in like Ghost of Tsushima 2. Now we know it's Ghost of Yōtei at the end because they kind of had to. I feel like after the failure of Concord. They have to be like, hey guys, don't worry, you're gonna have exclusives, don't worry. And I mean, I think that looked good, right? I think if you like Ghost of Tsushima, I think it's more of that. So I assume those people are excited. And a lot of the other games I actually thought looked really cool. Especially near the beginning. I mean, I guess I can go through them again. This game looked fucking awesome. Actually, this was probably the game of the show for me. What was it called again? It was so cool that I forgot the name. Let me see if I can find the title. Let's see. The Midnight Walk. That looked pretty cool. This game also looked kind of cool. It looked like a sci-fi Souls-like. That was also a standout for me. As far as like my interests are concerned, there is like a bunch of this that I don't know that really speak to me, but like all of it is like quality stuff. Like I'm not gonna like complain about it and say that all this stuff in the middle just sucked. But it didn't necessarily like stand out to me. Or a lot of it is like DLC for games that I've never played before. So yeah, overall, I thought this was like a solid presentation, and I think they did a good job. Unironically, I might actually play Lego Horizon. Like if I were to play this, I would actually play it on the Switch, because it is coming out there. So that's where I would play it personally. But yeah, again, Horizon remake is just so hilarious. Actually, was it a remake or a remaster? I think it's a remake, right? To be fair, it's remastered. But is it? I feel like it's. I feel like it's gonna be like a remake, right? I feel like they're just like they're being silly with us, right? Like I think it's basically a remake. I don't know, because those are the rumors, at least, that it was being remade from the ground up. But yeah, either way, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.